Scheduling your church's social media posts ahead of time is a great way to save time and automate a tedious chore. But with so many scheduling tools available, how can you know which one is best? Moreover, what about Instagram and its strict scheduling rules? In this video, you'll learn the only 2 social scheduling tools I recommend for churches, along with a host of other tools that I think are not worth your time.
Well, hey there, and welcome to Pro Church Tools, the show where in 10 minutes or less, you'll get a dose of tips and tactics to help your church share the message of Jesus while we navigate the biggest communication shift in 500 years. I'm your host, Alex Mills, joined as always by the boss man, Brady Shearer.
One of the keys to social media success is consistency.
Yes.
Making sure that you're showing up on a consistent day-by-day basis, and one of the best ways to improve upon your consistency is to schedule your social media posts ahead of time so that when something comes up, so that when you forget, the robots of the world are making sure that your social media platforms are still kept up to date.
Well, and it's the best use of your time as well, right? You don't have to always be working from behind. I know we all know what that feels like, be working from behind. Oh, it's Wednesday at 3:30. I didn't post yet today. I got to come up with something, and I should have posted in the morning, but it's the afternoon, and you got that feeling of always working from behind. Carve out a day a week or one big day a month and schedule out all your posts. And if you have something special, go ahead and supplement what you're already going to post and add that to what you're going to already post. But you can just know, and like you said, for those unseen circumstances where, I didn't know I was going to be away today or sick today, or those unforeseen circumstances, you can be prepared and know that something's going out on social today.
Of course, there's no shortage of social media scheduling tools. We've used most of them, and so we want to talk about the ones that we like, the best ones, the ones that we don't like, the worst ones, at least when it comes to churches, their budgets, and what we're trying to do with our ministries. So really, there are only 2 scheduling tools that we use, and soon that could become only one. The first one that we recommend is Buffer. Buffer is a tool that allows you to schedule on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so it covers all the social platforms, and it has a free forever plan that allows you to link up to 3 accounts for free and then schedule up to 10 posts in advance. If you need to add more social accounts, if you need to schedule, let's say, a full month of 31 posts in advance, you'll need to go up to their paid tier. But what I've always liked about Buffer is that for a free plan, it's not one of those free plans that you use, and it's like a free plan that you'll hate so much that it forces you to upgrade. Like, it's free, but like, you're making me hate it so much that I'm going to give you money.
It's actually very useful.
You could use that. It would require you, if you're going to try to do a full week in advance, 10 posts is probably enough, and 3 social accounts, that's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for your church, and you're good to go. The one caveat here is that, like most Instagram scheduling tools, it will only allow you to schedule images, and if you want to schedule a video, it's going to do that whole thing where it copies the caption and then notifies you on your phone through their app. And this is what most of the big social media scheduling tools do, whether that be Later or Buffer or Hootsuite, to work around the very strict Instagram API that disallows from scheduling stories, carousels, or video posts. And for us, we post a ton of videos on Instagram, a ton of slideshow carousel posts, and a ton of stories. And so this is the huge downside of most social media scheduling tools, except for the second scheduling tool on this list, SKED Social, formerly known as Schedugram. So this social scheduling tool was invented for the specific problem of Instagram's strict API. Now, what makes this specific tool unique, Alex? What makes them different? How can they work around the strict API? Well, they don't use the API at all.
Exactly.
The way that Schedugram works around these strict API scheduling policies of Instagram is that they have this cloud network of Android phones that essentially, when you schedule a post, manually go in through their computer software and publish for you. The way that Schedugram describes it is they say, we are a company who have provided a method to post to Instagram in a way similar to having a friend who sits on their phone 24/7 uploading images.
Your friend just happens to be a robot.
I'm okay with that. More friends for me, even if they are robots. And if they're posting to Instagram, even better. So this is how Schedugram, now known as SKED Social, works around this. The caveat for them is that it's not free. There's no way they could do this for free, so it's going to cost you $20 a month to use Schedugram to actually do that posting for you. So the question you need to ask yourself is, okay, I know it's only Instagram, though they have now become SKED Social and are going to be adding Facebook and Twitter, and so we may no longer use Buffer. We can just use this one tool. Is $20 a month enough, or affordable enough to make it worth my time, because I'm going to save all this time, especially because Instagram makes it so difficult, but SKED Social solves that problem completely.
Yeah. You know, and it should be noted that it's not Buffer's fault that they can't post videos to Instagram. Like you said, it's a limitation of the Instagram API, and who knows what the future holds if they kind of, you know, pull back on those restrictions that they have for uploading videos. We don't know, and we'll see. But like you said, Buffer seems to be the best tool for churches. My church is using Buffer on the free plan, and it's always been enough for us. Formerly, we were just scheduling posts in Facebook, the way you can, you know, manually schedule posts in Facebook, and that was fine. But we started posting more to Instagram, so we wanted to have all these things kind of working together in one place. And so Buffer's been great for us. And let's just wait and see what the future holds for SKED, formerly Schedugram, and Buffer, to see, you know, how they evolve, and when Instagram video hits Buffer or when Facebook and Twitter hit Schedugram. We'll just have to wait and see.
If you care about scheduling to Instagram, SKED Social is by far the best option. There's another tool called Hopper HQ that also allows you to schedule Instagram posts directly from your desktop using their app, but it won't let you schedule carousel or slideshow posts, but SKED Social will. It also allows you to schedule Instagram stories, which is really
crazy.
Cool. Now, it does, like, we were testing this today, and it cropped our post a bit, probably because Android sucks, and it was like, oh, this isn't like an iPhone, let's crop this.
Right.
But, you know, it was a small crop. It wasn't noticeable. It wasn't enough for us to redo the post. We want to give an honorable mention also to Sprout Social, a scheduling tool that we use. It's actually a lot more than a scheduling tool. So we use it to manage all of the back and forth discussions that are happening on social with our company, with our individual accounts, so that if someone sends a Facebook message or a Twitter DM or an Instagram comment, like, it's all in there and we don't miss anyone.
Right.
So honorable mention to them. And then also, we want to hit on these scheduling tools that we have used in the past that we have since abandoned because they suck and we hate them. Maybe not that intense, but we don't use them anymore. Grum was the original Instagram
used
scheduling
it for a long
tool for video. We loved this tool for the longest time. It has since become quite unreliable, and we have since given up on it and moved on.
It's pretty much hot garbage at this point.
But it was there for us for a very long time, so thank you, Grum, though we do not recommend you anymore. Also, Hootsuite. Hootsuite is kind of the OG of social scheduling tools. It's been around forever. It does all the things that you'd expect a social scheduler to do. I have given Hootsuite the chance to earn my business
multiple times
on a number of occasions, and it doesn't seem to do anything that is special, unique, that a regular other scheduling tool doesn't already do.
Right.
The reason I go to Buffer, the reason that I go to SKED Social is because they have unique selling points that are like, hey, we've got a free plan that no one else does, or hey, we can actually allow you to post to Instagram. Hootsuite's like, we can help you post to Facebook. I'm like,
I don't need your help with
Facebook, Hootsuite. And then finally, Edgar was a tool that I used to use. Edgar was a social tool that allowed you to put in posts specifically for Twitter, at least that's how I used it, and then it would allow you to recycle those posts, which was amazing because Twitter is a platform where you're going to be posting more each day than any other social platform, likely, aside from maybe a stories platform. And so you could put in 300 tweets, and then it would recycle those tweets every 3 months or so. And it felt like new content because it's very unlikely that someone's going to remember what you tweeted 3 months ago.
Right.
And even if a couple people do, 95% of your audience won't. And that way you can keep reusing content that is valuable and not always feel like you have to come up with new content. And then Twitter came out with a new rule that was like, no, you can't tweet the same thing twice. That's bad. It's not good for the consumer. And Edgar, I was like, well, so long. And similar, Smarter Q was another platform that we used for this as well. One of the big takeaways, as I'm saying all this aloud, is that these tools may be good for a while, and then these social platforms, as they tend to do, will make up new rules, and we'll have to adjust. We used to recommend Grum and Smarter Q. We no longer recommend either. Right now, it's Buffer and SKED Social. Maybe in 6 months, it'll be SKED Social only.
Right, so these tools are for this week.
That'll do it for this episode of Pro Church Tools. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss another video.
And once you've liked the video, we're gonna celebrate with air horns. Ba, 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 ba.
It's not an air horn, it's just compressed air. Smash it!